Hey everyone, this is Sal Congeloso from Geek.com, and I'm here with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. This is the highly awaited phablet from Samsung. It ships out tomorrow, I believe. That's October 2nd. We got our hands on it a little bit early and wanted to shoot a quick video with it. So let's go. First off, here's the phone. We'll do a quick look at it. The major changes from the previous device are the size. Now we're up to a 5.7 inch display. The display itself may not come through on the video, but the display on this is really nice looking. And what Samsung did was they got a 1080p, that's 1920 by 1080 display, and they shoved it into this thing, which is pretty impressive. In person, it looks quite nice. The display is 388 ppi, which technically isn't the highest out there. Like the HTC One and some other phones do beat it, but it's really impressive to look at. So you got to consider more than just the specs there. The other big change is the aesthetically. We've seen some changes. The main one being this this cool pleather back, which I don't know if the texture is going to come through, but there's a whole lot of pleather on this. And that's actually echoed over here in the new Galaxy Note 10.1. Just to get back to the Note 3, there you go. Pull up some basic specs. I already said 5.7 inch, 19 by 10 display, 388 ppi, 32 gigabytes of storage on board with micro SD if you want to expand that. Android 4.3 with TouchWiz. Multitasking, which is quite nice, especially so you could take advantage of the really big display there. And then some other highlights are USB 3.0. You can see that the port may not come through. The port looks a little different. It's a 2-port super speed style. There you go. So definitely a little different than normal USB, for better or worse. If you're transferring a lot of files, then it'll definitely be for the better. The inside, it's running a 2.3 gigahertz Snapdragon 800 processor. That's quad core with 3 gigabytes of RAM, and has a 13 megapixel camera. Of course, one of the big features with any Galaxy device, the big features to any Galaxy device are the software tools. Samsung's really focused on those, and it's something the company really prides itself on. So let's hop in there. And let's specifically focus on the tablet or the Stylus-based apps. So as you can see, what happens here is you're in your home screen, you're just doing whatever. You pull out the Stylus. Immediately you feel the haptic feedback on the phone, and this Air Command window pops up. The Air Command window, it's easy to trigger because A, it happens automatically, but you could also trigger it on your own. So let's just pop that out. Sorry, I had my finger on the button. So the way you're going to trigger it on your own is you're going to press this tiny little button here when the Stylus is pretty close to the display. So within sensing range, press the button, Air Command pops up. And now you have access to your Action Memo, Scrapbooker, Screen Write, S-Finder, and Pen Window. Those are all really useful stylus-based commands and things that you're not going to get on a smaller device or one without a stylus. As you could probably tell, the Stylus does not need to be touching the display to work. The two can be, maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch apart. So that's pretty cool. A lot of these we've seen before. Some of them are new, so like Scrapbooker we've seen before, ScreenWrite we've seen before, S-Finder. So in that respect, not everything within the Galaxy Note 3 is brand new, but they are worth taking a look at if you're not totally familiar with them. One of the cooler ones is Pen Window. Pen Window says draw a window of any size anywhere on the screen. Let me see it again. So you basically you're on the desktop. We're going to draw a window, and what that does is it'll ask us next to select an application. And we'll go with Hangouts, since we use that all the time. And what it'll give us is it actually Hangouts window right there. So now what we have is live windowed multitasking right on the device. So if you are a power user, or you find yourself having to do a whole lot of things at once on your phablet, then this is the tool for you. Again, stylus is kind of small and the button is really poorly placed, so it's takes some getting used to, but once you are used to it, it's not that bad. So go down, press the button, Air Command pops up, and now you have S Finder, Screen Write, Scrapbooker, Action Memo. Scrapbooker is pretty cool. You've probably seen this one. You are going to see the sensing. Here you go. Anyway, hit there. Cut out what you want to scrapbook. In this case, it'll select the actual item. It's not a screenshot tool per se. You can see if you want to add a memo to that. Memo. Can't write. Yes. Memo's good. Save it. Save the scrapbook. So that'll be useful if you're taking notes online, or if you have to prepare for a presentation or something like that. And then pull up one more. Action Memo. This will actually bring you to a proper memo screen. Might be hard to tell, but this is yellow. You have some stylus controls, eraser, link to action. This is sort of your brain dump type application. So you could just go here. You could type, or write rather. You can. There's some more advanced tools we won't get into right now. Once you're done with that, you save it, and it's saved it to your action memo. Pretty cool. When you're done with it, you get the stylus, plug it in. When it's firmly in place, you'll feel a haptic feedback, so you'll know it's not going to fall out. And it is really solid in there. The days of Stylus accidentally falling out of your device seem to be long over. So we'll shut that down. And finally, last thing is we'll do a size reference check. This is an iPhone 5, and here it is next to the Galaxy Note 3.0. You can see that the Note 3 is not a small device. It is really slim. Samsung did a nice job here in making this thing so that it could fit within your pocket, or within a man's shirt or something like that. But as far as absolute size goes, it is still quite large. So yeah, this is Sal from Geek.com, and that was the Samsung Galaxy Note 3.